Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? That's the theme on this channel, isn't it? Just a bunch of friends getting together, taking the piss out of people. Isn't it great? You guys having fun? I'm having fun. Hey guys, welcome back to the #1 YouTube channel in the entire world. Today is a highly requested video because we're going to be talking about Ash and Avery from 90 Day Fiancé. Ash is 38 years old from Melbourne, Australia. Meanwhile, Avery is 32 years old and she's from Washington. He was a single dad, she was a single girl. Can I make it any more obvious? Low-key, Avril Lavigne walked so that e-girls could run. So right now we're going to play an epic montage of Avery and Ash and their relationship together. Then I'm going to review Ash's seminar. Then I'm going to review the 90 Day Fiancé tell-all when they speak to each other and talk about their relationship. And finally, I'm going to be reviewing some things about Ash's personal life, about Avery's personal life, and information that wasn't told on the tell-all, so stick around until the end of this video. Yo, Greg, play the epic montage of Avery and Ash.
Everything changed after I met my soulmate. Ash is 38 years old. We started talking, and then eventually it moved to video chat. And it was just a straight connection. The biggest thing that really kind of concerns me about Ash is his job.
Wetsocks, we've outdone ourselves. What a great highlight tape and summary of their relationship. Now let's look at Ash's seminar where he teaches girls how to get dick down.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Ash.
Bella, nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you. How you guys doing? Good. I think I met you before.
Really?
Yes.
So Ash starts off his seminar going around the room, shaking hands, looking directly into the girl's eyes, and introducing himself to everyone that wants to hear him talk about relationships. And you know what, I'll be honest, I think this is a good tactic. I think it's a good thing to make it a personal connection before you start talking and meet everybody. It makes everybody in the room feel special, and it looks like Avery's a little jealous about this, that he's talking to all these females, but at the same time, it's like, it's his job. Now I have to address the elephant in the room. Ash is a googly-eyed motherfucker. He has the same eyes as Haywire from Prison Break. I don't know if you guys watched that show. Look at these pictures side by side. They could be brothers.
I just say hi to everyone and I'm going to see you. How you doing? You alright? Ash.
Hi.
Hello. Alex, pleasure meeting you.
When my friends told me about Ash, he sounded like a lovely guy. And I've always been interested in like the psychology behind relationships and what makes us tick.
Good morning, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, actually. It will be very, very exciting to be telling you a few things that I have put together today.
Okay, right away, it's a really small crowd. There's only 9 women in there, and one of them is Avery, the girl he's with right now, so I find that kind of odd. Also, I think Ash should take a public speaking course or something like that because he pauses after every 3 words, and for someone like me with ADD, I would just walk out right then and there. I can't stand it when people take forever to get to the point.
What I'm going to be talking today about is how to find a man and not kill him. Why not kill him is because women don't really understand the different ways that men work in their brains.
Okay, already off to a rocky start here. I can see why you guys wanted me to react to this. Yeah, women have no idea what it's like in the men brains because the man brains are just so complex. We don't just think about food and travel and sex and Call of Duty. Way more complex than that, guys. You'll never know. You'll never know what's going on up here because you're women.
If you think of the brain of the man, there is boxes in his brain. And each box represents something. Now, your brain is interlinked. So when you're thinking of many things at a time. Everything's like, it's going crazy in your brain.
Okay, so remember everything you guys learned about human anatomy in high school and college? All right, throw that out. What a human brain actually looks like for a man, there's a bunch of boxes in there. That's what it actually looks like inside. And by the way, Ash, if you're gonna give a seminar, maybe make sure your fucking marker's working before you're giving a seminar. How unprofessional is that? He doesn't have a working marker. No one can even see the boxes in the brain. I'm trying to learn what a male human brain looks like, and I can't see what it clearly looks like. I can't see the boxes in the brain because your marker doesn't work, dummy.
It's only been a few minutes into the seminar, and I can feel the room getting tense. It's turning into a subject of like, men are this and women are this, which to me sounds sexist. And I have never gotten that vibe from him previous to this seminar.
You know what, Ash? I think you should rename this seminar How to Piss Off a Room Full of Girls in Under 2 Minutes. Because are we 2 minutes in? We're 2 minutes in right now.
The woman, when there's something small, it tends to get really big. And for a man, our brain is working very different.
Yikers, it is awkward in this room right now, you guys. Even Avery, the only girl that's on his side in the room because they're piping, even stated that this is low-key kind of sexist. Ash goes on to say, I'm gonna do my best impression of him, so I'm gonna speak slower. I'm gonna only say like 3 words at a time. The woman, when there's small problem, it tends to get really big. The men, our brain don't work like this. So yeah, you women need to stop turning little problems into big problems because men, that's not how our brain works. See, Ash explains we have something called the nothing box.
That's why with men, there is a box in their brain that we call the nothing box. And we love to be in the nothing box. Fishing, that's why we can fish for such a long time, for sometimes like 5-6 hours.
I'm just so mad right now, my human anatomy teacher. You didn't even tell me about the nothing box. I love that Ash used fishing as an example, and I guess my mom's off the fishing trip now because she's a woman, so she doesn't have a nothing box. Yo, sorry mom, you're not on the fishing trip, even though last time we went, my mom caught more fish than all the boys, but like, you can't come because you don't have a nothing box, mom. Sorry about it. Maybe you can come and like clean up after us and cook us food though, because that's a woman's place, the kitchen. This seminar is so bad right now.
But you want to get in that nothing box and try to like start decorating.
Oh, and the women want to come into the man's nothing box and start decorating? Decorating is not gender specific, Ash. What the f? I love decorating. Oh man. So it's crazy Ash is saying these things, but it's also crazy that these women went into this seminar. I think they only went because they thought Ash was a good looking dude, which I agree, he's a good looking dude, he's in good shape. The problem is, why would you go to seek relationship advice from someone that's 38 years old and divorced and isn't successful in their own relationship? That's like getting photography and success advice from No Neck Ed. Why would you do that? If I'm gonna pay to be at a seminar for someone to talk to me about relationships or relationship advice, if they don't have a successful relationship, why would I listen to anything that person says? They can read every single book from every author about relationships or whatever the fuck. If they don't have a successful relationship in their personal life, they're not qualified to fucking talk to me. Dude, I have a successful relationship and I can form coherent sentences, so I have more qualifications to give this seminar.
Question?
You talk a lot about like men and women being very different. Do you recognize that we all have both inside of us? Like we are both masculine and feminine?
Correct.
Okay, so this woman asked a very intelligent question and Ash says correct, but he shakes his head like no, and I thought that that was weird. So from just reading body language, I'm assuming he's saying correct just to agree with her, but he doesn't actually believe that that's true. I'll be honest, I don't think he's qualified to give a seminar on anything. You know what, I take that back. He's in pretty good shape. He could probably give a seminar on fitness, and I noticed from his LinkedIn that he is a personal trainer, so he could probably give a seminar on fitness. I'll give him that. But as far as relationships, no, dude. Should not give seminars on relationships. Unless it's stand-up comedy.
So what if we learn to balance the masculine and feminine within us so then there's not really a distinct difference between the brains?
The thing is that you can balance them, but you will be always in that essence of the feminine. How do you explain that?
Okay, Ash, I'm not sure you know what balanced means, but you just said you can balance them, but you're always going to be more feminine. So that's not balance. That's not what balance means. I don't know what to say. I'm upset that these women paid for this. They should get their money back.
The male is more towards, they're very logical about their way of being.
I love that he's saying men are more logical than women. Meanwhile, he can't even say 3 words without saying or taking a break. He can't even talk fast. I'll be honest, I think what he's saying is super toxic. My mom has worked 3 jobs since I was a little kid, and also my fiance is extremely hardworking. B works so hard. She's probably the hardest working person and smartest person I've ever met in my life. And honestly, as far as who's more logical between men and women, in my particular case, my mom and B are way more logical than myself and my brother. Like, we're definitely more rational at times. They're usually the ones that are like level-headed. We're usually the ones that just like attack. I don't know, dude. I think the whole conversation's super toxic. Okay, so Ash is dropping so much dumb shit that I need to like pick it up and try to make sense of it all. Right now in our day and age, Ash, you shouldn't be saying shit like this. I think Ash is a male escort or a male gigolo. I think all the girls were like, oh my god, he's so hot, I want to suck his dick. And I think that's why they were there in the beginning. And who knows what he did like behind the scenes. I think that's actually his real job. I don't think anyone goes to this guy for relationship advice, because if you do, low IQ, you know, just really low.
So men and women, there's never an understanding on each other's. Sorry guys, I'm going through a few stuff in my mind that is actually going too crazy.
When you try to double down on your toxic masculine TED Talk, but then you remember that it's awkward as fuck right now and you're already fucked up, but he's trying to keep going. It's a really awkward situation. Also, he said that he's crazy in his mind right now, a lot of thoughts. I thought women were the only ones that get that. Don't you have a nothing box?
Give me 1 second, I'll just quickly...
He's whipping out the phone. He's going to the notes app. Ash, what are you doing? You gotta improvise, man. You didn't take any improv classes. You didn't take any public speaking courses. It's like my homie Illidan says, dog, you are not prepared.
Sorry guys, I just need a moment.
What was that?
So at this point, Ash has a mental breakdown, storms out of the room, says he needs a moment, and then says, I fucked up, and everybody in the room heard him say that, so it just got way more awkward. So what does Avery do? Like a good woman without a nothing box, she coaches her man up. She tells him what he does wrong. She dusts him off, and she says, go back out there. You're a man. They're just women. You have a different brain. You go out there and you convince all of them that you are not toxic. Honestly, I'm having so much fun right now. For everyone that sent me this, God bless you guys, all right? This is amazing.
It's okay. Just go in there. Talk about the 5 love languages. Okay. The way that Ash was coming off sounded sexist, but I don't think that he properly prepared for what he was going to talk about in a seminar.
I find it funny that Avery tries to make an excuse for Ash, saying he didn't prepare for his own seminar. Meanwhile, I could wake up hungover as shit and give a seminar on robotics, something I know nothing about, and it would be better than Ash's seminar on relationships and teaching girls how to get more dick. If you guys want to see my TED Talk on robotics, let me know. I probably just talk about Gundam for 20 minutes, but like, it'd be sick. And I love that Avery foreshadows the 5 love languages. Like, that's the final boss we gotta beat. Tell them about the 5 love languages. They'll shut up. They'll calm down once you tell them about the 5 love languages.
We're gonna talk about the love language. There's quality time, physical touch. Men don't know their love language very well. Women know because you're very emotional. You're very nurturing, you're very caring. The male energy, which is the masculine energy, is more towards trying to get them, work, bring money at home.
Dog, he is crashing and burning so hard. So you're very feminine, you're very emotional. Women are very emotional. Men have very masculine energy, such as bringing the money at home. And I just find it so toxic that in 2020, we're having this conversation. He's really saying this shit right now, like, bruh. Hi, my name's Yourwetsock. I'm here auditioning for the part of Ash. I'm just gonna get into it. The woman stay in the kitchen, cook food for man eat. Man go work, bring money home for woman family. Did I get the part?
When it comes to gender roles, that can absolutely be a deal breaker for me if we're not on the same page about what my role is in the relationship.
I also find it hilarious that Ash didn't mention all 5 of the love languages. Like, what am I gonna do? The anticipation is killing me. I'm not gonna know the 5 love languages? He only mentioned a couple of them and then he stopped and then he moved on. I also find it funny that Ash is the kind of person that likes to sit in the water and meditate and pretend that he's the fucking avatar. Talk about energies and masculine energy and feminine energy and gender roles. And then he comes on here with this toxic masculine seminar. Don't try to be like a male yoga instructor and talk about balance and energies if your Nen isn't in key with your chi, dog.
If you look at your grandfather, the men knew what they had to do. They went out, they worked, they brought the money. The woman went home.
Here we go. Let's talk about when your grandpa used to work and your grandma used to stay at home and know her place as a woman. Let's talk about that shit. Oh my God. I can't believe you said it. I love all the women's reaction to this where they're just so offended but also laughing because it's like, they can't believe that this dude is saying this stuff.
So do you think it's what we should be doing now to balance up?
I'm not saying that right now. For a woman, you naturally are not masculine. You're not masculine. You're feminine. The reason why you're attracting that masculine is because you require that energy in your life.
Interesting theory, Ash. So women require masculine energy in their life. What he's basically saying is if you're a woman, you need a man in your life or else you can't function.
Because opposite attracts.
What if she's a more masculine person?
If she's a more masculine person, you will definitely attract someone who's feminine. For passion to be present, there needs to be a difference. There can't be a similarity. Passion is difference.
Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here with Ash's seminar because I'm actually losing brain cells. I think it's clear as day that Ash is a male gigolo and a personal trainer, and he's not actually a real relationship coach. That should be clear as day. So I pulled up Ash's LinkedIn and it says that he's a fitness coach, so he's a personal trainer. That's what his job title is. I think he got so much backlash from this clip of him on 90 Day Fiancé that I think he removed that relationship coach title from his actual job title. You know what? Never mind. I just checked Ash's Instagram, and on his Instagram bio it says relationship coach. It also says helping women and men find lasting love with a fire emoji. So if any women out there are trying to develop a nothing box, you should check out his relationship advice. And if you're lucky, you guys might be invited on the fishing trip. I'm just kidding. You guys can come fishing with Yourwetsock anytime. I usually fish in California and Miami. I'll let you guys know when the next fishing trip is. Well, now that we escaped that toxic seminar, let's look at Ash and Avery on the 90 Day Fiancé tell-all. So on the 90 Day Fiancé tell-all, Avery says that he has a lot of red flags, and he presented her with a lot of red flags, and he's very confused, and he's like, where are these red flags? The seminar, bro, is a huge red flag.
Ash, you have to recognize from the beginning of our relationship, you left me a lot of red flags.
Please explain,
So-
because like I've heard those
Please
red flags so
explain.
many times.
Literally no one. Ash.
And then I looked on your Instagram, and only my
All your
pictures were
pictures,
deleted from your
all-
account.
No, excuse me.
Only my
let me.
pictures.
No. Let me get back to that.
Wow, Ash, really? Deleting old Instagram photos? That sounds like feminine energy? I'm a little confused because I'm getting big feminine energy from Ash. Meanwhile, he has a nothing box, so I'm like... I feel like in 2020, that's when you know you and somebody got problems, is when they're deleting old Instagram photos of you. That's like...
So you just bring it to the next level, and
So Ash says that Avery's taking things to the next level, and I'm paraphrasing him for a second. Women make little problem, big problem. Should I stop quoting him? Now it's starting to feel mean. So Avery brings to light that Ash lied to her, and this is what she says about that.
I wanted to go through this process with a diet that I was going through. He wanted to be a support system, and I 100% in this with you. And through the process, I would catch him not really going and doing that.
Okay, so Avery calls out Ash for not following a diet. I guess they were doing a diet together and he didn't follow the diet, and that's why she felt like that was a huge red flag. I disagree with her on this. I think that that's such a petty reason to fight with somebody. And even baby girl Lisa, the OG, had to come in and chime in on this, and it made a lot of sense. Let's roll the clip of Lisa.
A diet? Seriously? That's not normal, Avery. I'm sorry.
Dude, I agree with Lisa. It's a really weird reason to fight with somebody. I'm going to summarize a lot of this because their fight is really boring, and it's about stuff like diets and energy and stuff that's not particularly interesting. I will say that baby girl Lisa's coming in clutch, and it feels like she's kind of like the co-host in this situation because she'll come in and chime in. She actually does the interviewer's job for her.
I'm not sweating the small stuff. The real stuff is, what is the chemistry you guys have together? Is there a possibility that he is the one that you let go that could have been your future husband?
Yo, Lisa, good question, dude. It's surprising that Lisa's doing a better job interviewing the contestants than the supposed award-winning interview.
I don't know if I can date a relationship coach when they're being accessible to women all the
I think you
time.
don't have you want to tell me that.
If you watch the tell-all, they're not a good match for each other. I think it's because Ash has very toxic ideas about women in general. Now, the good news is they obviously had great sex, so they have good memories there. I just think that they should move on with their lives, and their segment was pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised because at first I was thinking really good-looking people, seem pretty funny, seem pretty interesting. He's always talking about energies. He thinks he's the Avatar. On the tell-all, it was kind of flat. So right now, guys, let's talk about something way more exciting than Avery and Ash. Let's talk about Yourwetsock merch. I interrupt this video to bring you a special message. Ladies and gentlemen, Yourwetsock officially has merch. Guys, I'm so excited. It's been highly requested that I make merch, so I did. They're really stupid graphic tees, and you guys don't have to buy them. I just want to throw them in front of your face. And if you want them, get them. If you don't want them, don't get them. There's no pressure here. I don't want to like pressure you guys into like, right? You don't have to. It's just one way to support this channel. So if you do, I really appreciate it. So let's get started with the first graphic tee. It is me as a human pickle, and underneath it says Pikolas because my mom and my fiancé always call me Pikolas. It's honestly so ugly and dumb that I love it. It's so near and dear to my heart. And I'm going to be linking every single t-shirt that I mentioned in my bio if you guys want to get it. We got Pikolas merch available on premium unisex t-shirts, on classic long sleeve t-shirts, on tank tops, and women's razorback. Okay, next t-shirt design is a Wetsock Wetsock Design. It is my face on a wet sock on a t-shirt. So if you want to wear me on a sock on you, then link in bio. I also made a gamer girl kind of t-shirt. I like it because it throws in that old school Game Boy. I used to be rocking every version of Pokemon on the old school Game Boy. And speaking of gamer girls, if you guys want me to sell bathwater, I literally have no morals and I will do that. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. The next graphic t-shirt design is a sushi t-shirt. It is just a simple salmon sashimi and he looks so happy and cute. And I don't know, man, it makes me hungry, but it also makes me go, aw, at the same time. And if this shirt doesn't have that effect on you, don't buy it, guys, no pressure. Last t-shirt design, but certainly not least, is this ramen t-shirt. I love it, it's available in so many different colors, and it's something that I would actually rock and I would wear out. Also, love ramen, love Naruto Uzumaki. Watching him eat ramen literally got me through the quarantine. So link is in description for that t-shirt too. Like I said, guys, I'm really excited about the merch because it's my first time coming out with merch. Let me know what you guys think about it below. I love hearing your critiques and criticisms, and I'm happy to like come out with better merch. I think this is just like the first one, so I'm really happy about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below, subscribe. Let's be friends, let's be friends. Follow me on Twitch and Instagram right now.